Hey guys, Charlani here. Welcome back to a studio vlog. We're jumping right into it today because it's already late morning. I'm wondering if maybe next week I'll do a video on just kind of how my mornings go and all of the things and tasks that I need to check off, how I kind of get those things done. I got Invisalign last week. I'm still getting used to them, so please disregard the lispiness for now and the trying to enunciate words because it's been a little bit of a struggle. It is a process getting used to these suckers, but we're gonna make it work. It'll be fine. So like I said, I've already gotten a lot of my morning work done, which is a lot of the things like posting my social media. I got my TikTok out, my Instagram reels, my YouTube short, all of that stuff was done. And once that gets done, like those are my main priorities. Plus I've already checked my email, stuff like that. I actually, this morning I ended up going and I have some things from my printer here, but we've got a pretty busy day today because I've got an insert, our fold out calendar insert. I can't remember if I had shared that last week, but I'm gonna share with you today because we gotta finish it and finalize it, print out an actual like prototype copy because I want to make sure that it's gonna be perfect. But I worked on it a lot last week and I think it's gonna be awesome. You are a little bit balanced up there, but I want to open this box and I just want to double check that what is in it is good. I went and picked this up, like I said, from my printer earlier this morning. Oh no, this is absolutely not right. I'm gonna go put this to the side. We'll deal with this in a minute. That kind of sucks because that means I'm gonna have to drive all the way back down there because I need my backers for these sticky notes. That these are the only ones that I haven't been able to package up. And I like to have all my stuff ready to ship out right away so I don't have to brand things up and package them. I want them to be ready. So, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go send an email really quick, make sure that he knows that that happened, and then figure out when later today I'm gonna be able to go in and get those backers. And because I'm heading to the post office soon, I actually got 3 orders in, so I'm gonna pack those up really quick so we can make them into today's post office drop. Okay, I'm getting some dashboards printed while I head to the post office and head over to my print shop to give him back what he gave me, and so I can grab the backers. When we come back, we will package up all of the sticky notes and get the rest of the day going. And then let's also hope that while I'm gone, this does not jam. I am back and I got the goods, so that makes me super happy. So hopefully, well, they're right because there's a sample up top. So this is what this isn't a plastic sleeve, but you can see this is what our backers for the sticky notes look like. Now I just have a fun little thing there. So when you get your sticky notes, it'll look like that, but then you remove this and you just have a fun little thing. You can even cut that out, stick it in your planner, whatever you want to do with it. Anyhow, I think it's super cute. My dashboards did print correctly. Yay! So now I'm printing the back side because all of our dashboards are double-sided. So I'm printing out the second page now. But what I want to do is I want to get these all branded up so that they are absolutely ready to go. And most importantly, I'll get this space back. I also got them printed just a little bit smaller because last time I had to cut them to fit perfectly into our sleeve. And now I didn't have to cut them at all. Oh, I love that. I love that for us. I know that doing this, like I could probably be doing something different than taking these off these, but it really bothers me when I have like unfinished project type things to do. So it makes most sense for me and the way it makes me feel when I'm in here and I have a bunch of stuff that just needs to get done. So if I can, I like to just take care of it. And spending this, I don't know, what, 30 minutes that I'm taking to do this is gonna make me feel so much better in the long run. And it checks something off the to-do list. And it's not something that I'm gonna have to come back to and touch again. You know what I mean? It's like we're just getting it done. I know I just said I don't like unfinished projects, and this is definitely one of them here, but these are kind of going faster than I can figure out how to organize them. So what I'm kind of doing is just taking stock of what I've got pre-printed. I need to definitely make some more of the Rise with Gratitudes. Yeah, see, and another few of these. Anyhow, I'm trying to figure out how to best organize these so I can print out a lot more and find them easier. I've been using this basket right here, which really has been working just fine. But for as many different designs as I eventually want to have, I need something a little bit more permanent. And I don't want to have to do these top tabs for every single different kind of design because you can see there's a lot. I also, though, don't like having to like flip through different designs that are stuck next to each other, because this material is just, when they're like stacked on each other, it's not that easy to separate. So I don't know. We'll figure this out. This is a project for another day. To be honest, this is working just fine for now because I can really see everything at a big glance, and then we'll figure out a new pretty organization system soon. So I'm really excited because we have a new undated weekly inserts. It's the time blocking plus a box layout. So it's kind of like best of both the time blocking and the box layout worlds. And I couldn't love this more, where you have the 3x3 here so you can put your sticky notes or whatever. It's such a good way to change what your planner looks like. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Or if you have an appointment, you can put that there. Anyhow, so many different options. So this is going to be the new layout. You've got your box here, and then you've also got your weekly time blocking here. So you can use this. It doesn't have to be time blocking. I have showed lots of different times, like you can use your slots here for hourly, or you can use it for like how I usually do, which if you look at it here, it's morning, afternoon, and then evening here. I just split up all the boxes within 3, and then these 3 sections I use as what I want to do as a to-do list within those different blocks of time. But I showed this one as an example, and I'm hoping you can see it. I realize the lighting where I'm at. Let's see if this opens it, makes it any better. But I wrote here like 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30, 8, 8:30. Like you can have true time blocking, and you can have that to where it's based on what hours you actually need. And like here for last week, I did the same thing, morning, afternoon, evening. But over here for my Friday, I went ahead and I just put 6 to 7, 7:30 to 8:30. Like I broke it down in times just for one part of that one day. But like I said, these are going to be undated, and then you also have a weekly reflection. What's cool about these is that they are separable, dividable, which means that each week, you've got your first page here, second, third page, and then your fourth. You can divide them up and put each week in between your months. So let me see if I can show you what I mean. For example, this is just our regular, these happen to be the dated box layout weekly planners. So each week is a 2-page spread. So you've got your page 1 and page 2 here. And then your next week is page 1, page 2, page 1, page 2. So you can't really separate these without breaking apart one of your weeks. So these are your monthly calendars. Say you've got November and then December, like I do here. But you can now put all of your November weeks right here, and then all of your December weeks right here. Now, that isn't really the way that I have ever planned. I have always had my calendars up front, then the weeklies, and then my daily to-dos. I've never really had them mixed up together. I like them separated. However, I have listened and I have some of you who would prefer to have those dividable weeks that way. So hence, that is why we now have this new layout. So this will be undated, which means not dated for 2026. You will actually come in, you'll put the actual dates into those blocks right there. And a lot of people really like undated. So it's kind of like planning when it makes most sense for you, starting when it makes most sense for you. So it's January right now, but let's say you're not going to start until February or March, or you're brand new to planning and it's April and you're like, oh, I don't want to have to wait until January, and then I don't want to waste a bunch of months. This is the perfect way for somebody to to start whenever it makes most sense for them. So the undated weekly inserts, these should be available towards the end of the month. I've actually got the file is done, ready to go. I'm finishing working on a couple of other files that I'm hoping to add in to that order, and then we'll get them all printed off and we'll get them on the website. But I'll definitely keep you posted, because if you're excited about them, I am super excited about them too. Okay, let me show you what I have to finalize and finish off today, like right now. Ignore this page for a second. So we have this is the fold out like perpetual calendar. And you would have a place here to look at the entire year at an overview, and then kind of a larger space. So you've got your January through June here, and then on this side, July through December. It's just giving you a whole lot of space to have this overview of your year. For me specifically, it's kind of like, when am I gonna launch these dashboards? When are we gonna launch Undated, back to school, 2027 launch? Like, when are we gonna do these things? For me, I need to pre-plan, because being a planner company, you have to do things months in advance before you're going to release something. But as I was working through all of this, I was kind of like, I don't know, we're missing a page or something. It's just not quite working right. So what I did was I brainstormed for a good couple of weeks and figured out that what we need is just a plain page like this, where you can plan out for each month specifically. So we're calling this the planning queue. For example, for me, in March, we're gonna have a dashboard collection that's going to launch, which means that in February, I need to finalize that. So instead of picking an actual date in March, a date in February, because I don't know that yet, then I just write a list, and this is like my ongoing perpetual list of things I want to do within that month. Then just before that month comes, then I can go in and I can actually plan for that month. This makes way more sense for my brain. And as I've kind of gone through and was like, yeah, if I was just able to put here, like in March, we're gonna launch the dashboards. And then when I'm ready, then I can plot it here. This is gonna be the commitment calendar. These are when you actually choose a specific day to do something. And then your other, which I'm gonna print out because this isn't right. I got to print it out. This is just kind of my idea and kind of fleshing the ideas out. So this is just kind of how my brain thinks. And when I'm creating something, my goal is to create things that make sense for me, because I feel like if it makes sense for me, it'll make sense for you. And if I feel like it's missing something, you guys are going to feel like it's missing something too. So what I decided was I was just going to go ahead and do away with one of the pages, replace it with another spread, and then do kind of like a direction type sheet, which is what I'm going to do right now. But I'm really excited about it because I think this is going to be exactly what it is I'm looking for when we have to pre-plan so far in advance. So yeah, all right, let's get to it because I would like to finalize this today. This is always the hardest part, is just so that this is going to be the cover page with like instructions and directions and kind of an explanation of how to use this. But this looks really good. And always flipping the pages to make sure that the right pages are printed on the right, correct backside. So yeah, this looks really good. I'm so excited. All right, let's get these in here. Okay, I love the way that looks for sure. Okay, so then you open it. We've got our cover page here, which I will work on. This is the planning queue where you would put your ideas, things that are coming up. This is the commitment calendar where you would actually plot down when you're going to do specific tasks and to-dos, and then a version of our mixed note page. I love it. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, yes, this absolutely makes more sense. The level of how excited I am for this is off the chain. First of all, it's just printed on like copy paper. It's not our regular thick paper. It'll look even more awesome, I think, when it is. But okay, so here it is. We've got your cover page. I just finished this. You've got your how to use your perpetual calendar fold out. This is all the information that you need, some planning tips on there. And then, cause see how it's like see through? When it's on our regular paper, it won't look like that. So here is your January through June, and then your July through December. This is where you plan. Everything that you want to do will go into your planning queue. Now, what I will do probably at some point tonight is I'm probably gonna add just like a small little reminder description on the top of each page, because then you've got your Q1, Q2, all your lines to write in whatever you want to plan. And then this is going to be the commitment calendar. So this is where you would actually go in and choose a specific date to do a task or whatever it is, your to-do. And this is where you actually plan it out. You're committing to it. So this we're calling the commitment calendar. And then this back side stayed the same, where you've got the year overview right here, so you know what the dates are. A save the date, so maybe you're not planning it for 2026, but you need to plan it for 2027. There you go. And then that mixed notes page there, just to jot down whatever you want to jot down. But you guys, I'm obsessed with this. I feel so good that we got that done. I also printed these out here, just some extra of our dashboards. I'll go ahead and get these cut later tonight, but it is now time to live stream over on my husband's channel. So I've got to close up my office for now. I don't think I'm gonna come back in here and work later. Maybe I'll come in and like cut these, but I'm so excited about what we got done, because I got even more done with that fold out calendar. I thought I would still be kind of tweaking some of that first, like the title page, and I love it the way it is. I think it's absolute perfection. So I'm excited about it. Stay tuned for that, because that will actually be available sooner rather than later. Probably in just the next few days, even from when you're seeing this video. I'm gonna go ahead, because I print those here, so I'm gonna be able to get those up ASAP. Thanks so much for joining me today. We got a lot done. I'm happy with what we got done. Really happy that the sticky note situation has been all packed up, and that's done. We got caught up on the dashboards, and then the number one thing today was getting that fold out perpetual calendar finalized. So we're doing good. All right, guys, thanks again for joining me today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to stay connected, just hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.